It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills, and it's all up next.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaq Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 33. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Allen flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Allen now looks to throw. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
11 coming.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Go. 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this returnable for Hines. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They go right back to Singletary. And some room to work. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 47 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Holding. Offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. This is caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, Parker.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air, Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. There's a no-1 here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, and now some space to operate. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 60 yards. yards. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 20. Allen going to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now Allen getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be 1 step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. that ended up maybe closing them out.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Let's get set.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
42. Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
11, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Going with their tight end on 4th. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Throwing is Allen. And that's complete to McKenzie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Allen. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 32 yards. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
And I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way